All right. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I think we're feeling a little better over the weather. I think we're good now, officially. Good morning, good evening. Welcome back, welcome back. How's it going, Ryan? Yeah, I think we're feeling a little better now, officially. So there hasn't been any update yet for Pokemon Pocket. I think they would have usually shown off the trailer by now, if not then Monday. But if we don't get anything Monday, then I'm assuming we're not getting another expansion pack for at least another 2 weeks, until like mid-December maybe, or maybe 3 weeks rather, right? 3 weeks. So maybe like mid-December. We'll have to wait and see. Anywho, with that being said, there is a new little, what is it, anniversary celebration they did? Yeah, anniversary celebration where we are able to actually get rewards for doing certain missions. These are like old packs too, which seems cool. Participating in battles, obviously. Obtaining a flare, sending things, editing a deck, applying sleeve cards. So applying a sleeve, applying a playmat, editing a deck. Let's just get some of these missions out of the way so we can open up some packs, right? So I'm assuming if we just edit any deck like this and add a sleeve, whatever, that should complete like 3 different missions, no? Like 3 missions at the same time. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Obviously, the logging in will have to wait. Participating in battles, we'll get to. I'll do 1 battle right now. And obtaining flares 3 times. Obtaining flares 3 times. If I had to find a good way to do it. Obviously, opening up packs could get you that. But we could always do... We could always do Pokemon tools. Right, Pokemon tools are always a neat thing. Inflatable boat, why not? We might use it. Bubbles, sure. We'll do 2 of these. Alright, so that should be all of those. And then let's do 1 solo mission. Is it participate? I think it's just participate. It's not necessarily you have to clear it, right? So if I just go in and then concede, I think it counts as a battle. Boom, boom. Can we still have deck recommendations? I'm down for deck recommendations. I'm all for deck recommendations. If you want to throw any my way. We don't have anything else on the deck list right now besides a couple of other older Pokemon. Whimsicott, or I don't think we're ever going to get to Whimsicott. Chandelure. Yeah, we got a bunch of older Pokemon on the list. Participate in 5 battles and then send 5 thanks. All right, so we got to do 5 more battles. Let's spam it. Let's get it out of the way, and then we're going to open up some packs, yeah? So I think the best way just to spam this is going to be doing the beginner missions. Going in, conceding, doing it 5 times, and then we got packs to open, man. We got a whole lot of packs. You have a deck to recommend? I'm open. Preferably to be nice if they were part of the Mega expansion. Or Mega Rising expansion. At least some new cards. How's it going, Peter? We also have Jolteon Jump Bluff, but I think... No. Jolteon Jump Bluff we could also try. That's new expansion. Jolteon EX Jump Bluff. Could be a fun deck to play. Alright, I can't remember if that was 3 or 4 that I've done. But I think it'll pop up in the bottom right corner anyways if we've done all 10. So this will either be 9 or 10, but we'll find out after this. Why am I throwing? These are solo missions. So there's a new set of missions that came out that give you some packs, right? And to speedrun the packs, if you really want to, you can just go into a solo mission, concede, and it counts as a battle. See? That was battle number 9 out of 10. And if I just go into one more match, concede, it'll be 10 out of 10, and then we can open up all of our packs. The only other packs we can't really speedrun is going to be the daily packs where you have to log in, and the sending 5 thanks. Because I don't think you can spam that unless you go into like a online match and then just concede and then give the opponent a thanks or something, but I'd rather play out the match and we'll get that naturally. Yeah, there we go. 4 more packs. Alright, so we just need 5 thanks and then log it in for 7 days. Not bad. So let's see. We've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 17 packs to open right now. 17 packs to open times 5. Do we get any good cards? Have you guys gotten any good cards? Now, sadly, the cards that we open up here... Wait. They made it so easy to open up the second pack. Why can't they do that for solo missions? The cards that we get here, if they are good or not, they're not going to go into the Wonder Trade, right? So other people aren't going to be able to trade off, or Wonder Pick off of that, rather. How's it going, Kim? Oh, you can just put a like on someone's collection. That counts as a thank you, does it? So go to the collection tab and then just give a thumbs up to a lot of people's collections. Let's see. Is that true or not? Community showcasing. Boom. Bang. Bang, bang. Boom, boom. Alright, that was like 5, right? I mean, it says 3. It did count. You're right, it did count. Bro, this guy's got the supporters. I gotta add this guy, man. Cannot receive any more, dang. I think that's why a lot of people send me random friend requests as well, because I probably show that I have a lot of cards, which is good for trading, you know? It's definitely good for trading. The person that I hit up for trading hasn't really replied back yet. I mean, it counts for a little bit. You need to do that one at a time. It doesn't count for the challenges. You trade shop tickets. Okay. Ooh. Rare. 1 star. I wonder, is it possible to get gold cards off these single packs? We haven't opened up Genetic Apex in such a long time. I should save the Genetic Apex for the last. Because Genetic Apex was the very first pack, and I have not opened these up quite a while. Alright, nothing from Solgaleo. Yeah, I'm gonna save the Genetic Apex, we'll see. Rampardos, Aerodactyl, Chatot, Red Card, Prank Spinner. What's the idea of the deck though, Ryan? Besides just a double fossil deck. Chatot. Give me like the theme of the deck so I can get excited for it. Usually I like to play decks that sound exciting if there's a clear theme. I don't know what the clear theme of that deck is. It's a double fossil deck with Chatot. It's a meme deck, but I think it's a deck that's already existed. People have already ran Chatot with double fossil before in the past. So it doesn't spark anything new and exciting. Right? The only thing new is the Prank Spinner, but you got a gold Dialga? Wish I didn't. I mean, I'll take a look at the deck list. We'll see. Not too excited for Rampardos Aerodactyl. Seems kind of meh for the Pokemon. Oh, hit. Oh, it's a 2-star. It's a 2-star trainer as well. I forgot what pack this is, so I'm not really sure what to look forward to. It's a Cynthia. Now, we already have 2 copies of these. This is our 3rd, but I can always trade a Cynthia now in the future for another trainer. That's good. Any extra trainer that goes to a +3, I can always trade for another trainer, which is always worth. So maybe we'll try and hit up someone who wants a Cynthia. All right, we got a couple more packs here. They're Togetic. Pulled 2 rainbows and 1 immersive in these packs. Nice, man. So far, we've gotten just 1 2-star, right? And a couple of 1-stars. Genetic Apex. If I could get a 2-star trainer out of Genetic Apex, that'd be crazy. I've never had luck with Genetic Apex, to be quite honest. Don't think that's it, yeah. We still have a couple more days remaining. So obviously, I think there's a couple more packs. So if I go to Community Showcase, yeah, and then let's go to missions. Alright, so we got another pack, 2 packs, Shining Revelry, and then the last packs are Genetic Apex, Charizard, Mewtwo, and then the Mythical Island. So this is like 19, 20 packs we opened up today so far. You've been playing since the game came out. The only gold cards you have is 2 of the new Lilligants. Dang. How many cards have you opened so far? Like, do you have the premium pass by chance? Or do you mainly just open up the free packs? Alright. That's all the packs. That's all she wrote. Anything on the Wonder Trades? Nothing on the Wonder trades. I wish I could trade the Cynthia immediately. The person I traded with yesterday, I don't think has a response. It's a Fantina, but they have it on their friends list. Or they have it on their wish list, rather. So I'm trying to find out when was the last time they logged in. Weekend came up 1 day ago, so they haven't logged in yet. I could always cancel the trade with someone else, but I want to see if they have anything that they want to trade. This person's looking for cards that I don't have 3 copies of, unfortunately. So I can't trade him a Cynthia. How's it going, Pokemon? Pokemon Master? Pokemon ZTER. Alright, so I can't see this guy. His wish list. Ooh, okay. So he has a bunch of the old deluxe pack EX cards, right? I gotta wait until my trade is done so I can actually trade with that guy. Because I'm still trying to complete my deluxe pack as well. Alright, so let's make some decks. Go ahead and delete one so we can actually make one. Pidgeot, Cursola, Melmetal, Rapidash. I can get rid of the Whimsicott. Why not? Whimsicott, we didn't really get a chance to play. How's it going, Tempo? A card from among both players' hands is chosen at random. Shuffled back in. I mean, I'm assuming you want the Mimic Chatot. Not to be rude and off topic, why does Will's card description say attacks, items, and supporters when you can only play one supporter? The next time you flip any number of coins for the effect of an attack ability or trainer card, after using this card on this turn, the first coin flip will definitely be heads. So an attack is basically an ability, right? Think of Alolan Executor for an example. It says flip heads and you get to do 150 damage. Alolan Executor. That means you get to play Will, a supporter trainer card for the Pokemon. Ability is also the same thing, right? If there's a Pokemon ability, you can play supporter trainer Will for the ability. Now for the trainer card, what you're asking, Caleb, it doesn't say supporter, it says trainer card. Supporter is a type of trainer card, right? However, if you look at items, Pokemon tools, and supporters, they are all trainers. An item, Big Malasada, is in the category of trainer, but it's an item. Same thing with Pokemon tools. It's in the category of trainer, but it's a Pokemon tool. So it's not like it's saying it's a supporter card, because they didn't classify supporter. Will is for trainer cards, which means that you can combo it with, say, a hitting hammer, which is another trainer card. Flip twice. If both are heads, discard a random energy. So you can play Will and you can play Will and play the item card, and then you'll be able to get a guaranteed heads off of hitting hammer for the first one. Play Aerodactyl EX. From preventing the opponent from not evolving. I mean, if you wanted to do that, you could have gone Ching Ling with Aerodactyl EX and Rampardos. Wouldn't that be better? Is Team Rocket Grunt better than Hammer? I feel like Team Rocket Grunt would be more consistent on removing heads if you want to compare hitting Hammer to Team Rocket Grunt. However, Team Rocket Grunt is a supporter card and you can't play more than one supporter in a turn. While as hitting Hammer, you can still try to get double heads with hitting Hammer. And then you can still run Team Rocket Grunt on top of that, or just run anything else rather, I guess. Chatot is the reason for shuffling your card in your opponent's hand. Yeah, but you already have Copycat though, right? Copycat's the same thing as Chatot. Unless you're trying to like Copycat turn 1, play all of your cards, and then Chatot to return the cards back again. Sure. I don't know. I could try it. I could try it. Fossil friends. Yeah, the only play I can see for Copycat is if you wanted me to play all of my cards on the turn. Because I guess technically we can play all of our cards, right? We can Skull Fossil down, Old Amber down, we can get rid of every single card in our hand, Prank Spinner. And then I can Copycat, get my hand back. And then still play cards after using Copycat. And then finally Chatot for the finish, which will get me a new hand. And it basically lets you thin your deck so fast? I don't know. Bird and some bones. Alright, I'm down to try it. Let's take a picture. This is the deck list that we'll be using. What would I recommend free-to-play players to do when trying to build decks for rank? When in doubt, Darkrai Giratina. Nah, don't do that. I think Darkrai Giratina is finally losing traction. Fossil friends. Try to open up packs that have cards that can suit a lot of different types of decks, I guess. I don't know the pack off the top of my head, but there was a certain expansion that was, I think, a single expansion pack that gives you quite a bit of cards for quite a bit of meta decks to help fill gaps. Oh, my headset died. I just don't remember off the top of my head. Because, like, Rampardos is still pretty much in the meta now. And I think there's an expansion pack where you can open up Rampardos, get the Skull Fossil, get Rampardos, but also get other good cards. I think, like, Rare Candy was in that pack as well. And Rare Candy is going to be used in a lot of, like, pretty much every single Stage 2 Pokemon deck. So, whatever expansion had Rare Candy in it, maybe that's the expansion to start opening up. Since any kind of Stage 2 deck you want to play needs, I would say, wants Rare Candy in it. And I also think Rampardos and Skull Fossil is part of that Rare Candy expansion. So you also get to get a Rampardos in there too. And it should be a single pack as well, right? You could build every meta deck for the season easily. You have all good EXs and double copy. Yeah, the new trading feature is nice that they added. Rampardos isn't that great with Qingling running around. Yeah, I could see that. I haven't really played Rampardos too much, so we'll find out and see, right? That's why this deck. All right, we are going second with this Fossil Friends deck. It has literally one basic Pokemon, so no Pokeballs, and just Fossil Pokemon. Now, our basic Pokemon is a Chatot. Yes, we have an Oricorio counter. Yes, we have a lot of card draw, but let's talk about this for a second, right? Let's think about this for a quick moment. If the opponent is playing Chatot, how do we win? Not Chatot. If the opponent is playing Qingling, how do we win? We have literally no stage 1s in this deck. And it's just fossils and Rare Candy, and that's it. We will never be able to evolve because of Qingling. Qingling will just kill us. Like, it could be literally Qingling in the team on their side. Once they attack, they've won. The moment they attack one time, they've won. So we're going to have to think and go back to the drawing board here and be like, all right, maybe Chatot needs to go. Maybe we got to add a stage 1. Maybe we, you know, so on and so forth. Because Chatot on itself isn't going to be able to get stuff done. Bro, this guy took forever to think if he wanted to red card me. Come on, bro. All right, Old Amber's going down. Prank Spinner. A card from among both players' hand is chosen at random. A card from among both players' hands is chosen at random. Wait, they didn't have a card chosen at random. It said a card from among both players' hands is chosen at random. Why didn't the opponent discard a card? He still had 2. Am I misreading that or misunderstanding that? Hold on. It said a card from both players' hands. Both players. There's 2 players. Chosen at random, revealed to the other player, and shuffled into the owner's deck. Into its owner's deck. My card was shuffled. It was Prank Spinner, shuffled back into my deck. Why didn't they shuffle a card back into their deck? Why didn't I get to see what card they had? No, hold on. Am I misreading that? Oh, the keyword is a card. I see now. The keyword is a card from among both players. I thought it meant like one card from both. Okay, it's a card. I think, no, actually, I think the correct wording would be one card, right? One card from among both players' hands. Because then it shows that it's a singular card, not a card from player 1 and a card from player... No, I don't know. I'm understanding that it's supposed to be one card out of both of the players' hands is chosen at random. I get it. Okay, I get it. Let's go ahead. Old Amber is down. Copycat. We get to put our hand back. We got a Rampardos. We got another Aerodactyl. Mimic. I guess we just shuffle it up yet again. Another Aerodactyl is back. Yeah, Prank Spinner kind of sucks then. I don't know. What the heck am I doing, dude? This is supposed to be a meme deck to troll the opponent. I'm just trolling myself at the end of the day. You know what I mean? We're literally trolling ourselves at the end of the day. Aerodactyl goes down. Professor's Research. I think we didn't really need to put that Pokemon down, truth be told. Oh, we're cooked, by the way, chat. We're absolutely cooked and cooked. We gotta try and find our for a deck that was supposed to have pretty much a lot of card draw because of Chatot. This deck kind of sucks, man. Like, they've kept their hand relatively low the entire time. Obviously, most players are gonna want to keep their hand low. Because not only for Chatots, but also for red cards and whatever, why would you want to keep more cards in your hand? That's not how this game works. You want to keep playing cards from your hand, usually. Secondly, we're going to get one shot by Gyarados. And thirdly, Prank Spinner is trolling me. And we get countered by a, whatchamacallit. There goes our giant cape, so can't even survive a one-shot here. So yeah. You can tell this deck is getting benched instantly. Yeah, like, the moment I started building this deck, I knew the deck was going to be bad because it just doesn't make sense to me. You don't know why JP player got lucky win by this deck? Should have chosen normal Aerodactyl instead of the EX. Do you think the deck would be good with the normal Aerodactyl? I mean, if you throw a normal Aerodactyl, you got to get rid of those Prank Spinners with... Well, maybe? I don't know. This deck just seems like hurts my head. Revamped Sweets Relay now. What do you mean revamped? What you mean revamped? Normal Aerodactyl, one shot of Gyarados if you land in heads. Well, the normal Aerodactyl, it's putting the opponent's active Pokemon back into their deck. So the most you're gonna do is make them lose all energy, which is good, right? They have to go back to a Magikarp, slow build it back up, which is great. It doesn't get you the win. The Pokemon you're thinking of, I think, is Beware with super powered Hug, landing 2 heads, and then your opponent's knocked out. Can I do a control copycat deck with cards focused on copying? Control copycat deck. Cards focused on copying. Like Mimikyu? Flip, if heads, choose one of your opponent's attacks and use it as an attack. Honestly, you know what? Let's try and copy. Let's do it. Why not? It's new deck time, boys. Let's remove all. We're gonna Mimikyu this. I'm down for it. This is gonna be called the Copy deck. Gotta throw in a Mew EX, why not? We'll take a look. I feel like we gotta throw in some Chinglings just to get going. Pop the Will. Throw in our bread and butter with the Pokeball and the research. Maybe a Sabrina. There's Ditto, but Ditto is not going to be better than Mimikyu and Mew EX. So let's keep Mimikyu, Mew. You said Schmeargle? Change the type of energy attached to your opponent. There's another Pokemon that can copy, right? Besides just Mimikyu, Mew, and Ditto. I thought there was another Pokemon. I could have sworn there was one more. Use the Mimikyu trainer. Okay, Acerola. For some survivability. Trying to think if I want to throw in any giant capes just so Mew EX can live and attack. We have double Acerola, double Will, double Copycat, double Research. We have a lot of trainer cards. 2, 4, 6, 8. You have her full art, but you forgot her name. Yeah, I still remember her. We just haven't really used her. This is not enough Pokemon, I don't think. I could throw in a Jirachi if you want. Although Jirachi doesn't really fit the copy meme. It's just Jirachi is a cool Pokemon because you can one-shot every of the baby Pokemon and shut down Gyarados. It's a funny thing, but I don't know if I need to throw this in here. Okay, chat. For the lack of me not really knowing... For the lack of me not knowing the other Pokemon, I'm putting these green Pokemon as fillers so we can get a full deck list right here so you can see. We have 9 trainers so far, 2 Pokeballs, double Mimikyu, double Chingling. I could go double Mew EX, but I think 1 Mew EX might be enough. What other? We have 4 empty cards. 4 dead cards that we can throw in. What should the 4 cards be? Why Caterpie and Metapod? Because you can't... The way that the game works is if I remove these cards here, and I'm like, okay, we have 4 cards. I can't do this. You guys can't clearly see what these cards are, right? It's very tiny. It's very tiny, and you can't see everything on one screen. If I try to view the deck, you still can't see it. It needs 20 cards. So I need to find some placeholder cards to throw in, and there's not really any good placeholder cards besides just throwing random Pokemon that don't make sense, and they'll be in the front. You know what I mean? It's basically like, okay, let's just throw in, you know, random Pokemon so I can get at least a 20, and then you can see what cards we have as a full list, full screen. The first 4 cards are blank cards. We're not using those, obviously. We just need to know that we have 4 empty spots for new stuff. There's a Budding Expeditioner, but Budding is usually used in a deck when there's double Mew. I could still throw in Budding if you really want. It's just that that's another trainer that doesn't really... It's not going to do much. You know what I mean? Might as well say screw it, put in Ditto anyways. I mean, ideally, we attack with Qingling. They kill Qingling. I attack with Mimikyu. Once they finally kill Mimikyu, we go in with Mew EX. That's our 1, 2, 3. What about the trainer? Maybe the trainer to draw Pokemon below 50? Well, we don't have that many Pokemon anyways, and we only have 2 Pokemon below 50, so that Pokemon wouldn't do anything. Red card to get time for Mew. Ooh, there we go. Okay, red card's a good one. Should I just throw in a... Oh, man, a Sabrina's another trainer. I could always throw in like a healing potion. A giant cape would keep Mew EX alive against a Gyarados and against a Mega Blaziken if I needed to, and against a Mega Altaria. Alright, that's what I got. I got Cape for Mew, Rocky Helmet for Mimikyu, or Qingling, because once they hit that with the Rocky Helmet, surely Mew EX will be able to swing back in one shot. Probably not. I don't know. Find it, yeah, whatever. Red card for Hand Disruption, X Speed. I just couldn't think of anything else, chat. I think you need Jirachi, not gonna lie. Yeah, I was thinking Jirachi would be good. I will lose against a deck with babies in it. The baby Pokemon can't attack me and do damage, but my Qingling can attack and do damage. Alright, we got the Copycat deck. We'll try this out. Sweets Relay using Aegislash. I don't have 2 copies of Aegislash. I think I only have 1. Alright, we're going first. I'll put Mimikyu in the front and then end turn. Alright, so we do have baby Pokemon Pichu. I mean, if this is a Qingling, it doesn't really change anything. I'll Rocky Helmet the front. Why not? UEX is going down on the back. We'll see how this first game goes. Going first obviously sucks, right? All right, I'll put an energy on Mimikyu and then we'll end turn. And if he doesn't swing in an attack here with his Mega Altaria, then I can just put energy on the other Mimikyu, go to my Chingling and then attack. Okay, maybe I should have put... Maybe I need a Jirachi in this deck. Question is, 1 Jirachi, 2 Jirachi, what's the play? All right, Jingly. So 10 damage. They can't use any items, which means they won't be able to rare candy. Altaria. Two different types of energy, so I can't even copy that ability. What are the odds I get a non-EX variant? That's gonna suck, because they get 100 damage guaranteed every turn. Alright, this game's cooked. This game's cooked. How's it going, Ansh? Okay. We'll throw Jirachi in. But how many copies? 1, 2... Maybe Acerola should not be in the deck then? You shared an Aegislash? I did get 2 copies of Lilligant, yeah. Yo, thank you, man. Yeah, I think this is my second one, I think. Much love. Thank you, thank you. Not sure what decks I'd play with Aegislash. Someone's saying Sweet's Relay with Aegislash is good now. Probably one of the X speeds. You have Pokemon that can honestly sack instead of retrieving. Alright, so we got a Jirachi. We've got 6 basic Pokemon, 2 Pokeballs. Seems good enough still. It's tempting to throw Alicia in, but I think we can just keep the deck as it is right now. Chingling, Smoochum, Aegislash. U2 EX. One deck that you played that was fun was Lilligant, Celebi, Leafeon. Alright, we are going second. Ooh, and we got Jirachi to start. Now, we only have, I think, 6 basic Pokemon, so it's a 1 in 6 chance we're going to start with Jirachi here, technically speaking. And I think Jirachi is probably the best start to actually have, quite honestly. Aw, come on. Okay, we'll take these. Pokeball, Giant Cape, Chingling, Mimikyu. This is all perfect. So I'll pretty much play everything. He helped us out. Wait, do we want Chingling? That's the question. I also don't mind putting Giant Cape on the Mew EX. I'm gonna Chingling just in case he's Sabrina's. Because all we need is double energy on Mimikyu, copy his Mad Cargo attack, and then we basically win the game, I think, right? Simple enough. Yeah, there it goes. Repel. I knew something was coming, which is why we had to put Chingling down. We'll take the free swap. We'll take the free swap. Because now I get to Copycat, and I get to swap back to my Jirachi. Cyrus, red card, Copycat, Rocky Home. Let's go ahead, go back to my Jirachi. Mimikyu this. Rocky Home that. And let's red card him. Take him from 4 to 3, Ultra Punish. Boom, hit him with it. So far, so good. Everything worked out perfectly for us, and we can Copycat yet again. Uh-oh, here it comes. Red card to fill my hand up. Thanks, man. Thanks, he shouldn't have. Oh, I really wish he hit my Mimikyu one time, because I could have used Acerola. And then that would have been a funny way to actually knock it out, right? Alright, if he gets one more kill, we lose. But if I can hit him one time with Mad Cargo, we win. Not putting down extra Pokemon is good for us. We do have to land heads, unfortunately. We did land heads. Copy the attack. Spurt fire. Come on. Let's go. 50 for him, 100 for us. That was cutting it very close. I forget. Mimikyu, you have to roll heads. It's not a guaranteed. Oh, 2 energy. Copy it. We do have double will on the deck, but will was nowhere to be found, right? Ooh, that's scary. All right, copy. You gotta get the login, battle, and thanks. Yeah, we spammed the free packs today. We got them all. We're just missing the free login ones, I think. That's it. Which we'll have to wait 7 days, 6 days. All right, we're going second here against a metal deck, interestingly enough. I thought that was a metal Eevee, I'm not gonna lie, because of the reverse hollow. That's crazy. All right. So what metal Pokemon are they running with Eevee in the deck? We got Honedge. Giratina, that doesn't look like a metal Pokemon. What other metal Pokemon are we rocking here? We got our Mimikyu. Let's Professors here. Mimikyu's going down. Chingling's going down. Is Sword Edge... How much is gonna attack? I don't remember if... Is Aegislash a stage 1 or a stage 2? I think it's a stage 1. Which means... using Chingling and attacking doesn't prevent it from evolving. Never mind. Chat is telling me it is a stage 2, which means that swapping and attacking would have been the play. Question I gotta ask myself is... Never mind. There is no question. We go into Qingling with the Rocky helmet. And I think I put energy on Mimikyu. But I also, at the same time, think I want a Copycat. And hope I can pull Will again. You know? We're gonna pull 6. I'm getting rid of 2. Seems like a decent enough Copycat time. There goes the Giant Cape. Alright, and the main reason why... There goes Will too, nice. The reason why is because I can Copycat. It's tempting. Let's Copycat this. For Giant Cape it. It's because I can Giant Cape and still keep... I mean, I don't really know. Maybe too early for Giant Cape. We only have 1. My idea, my thought process was Sylveon attacks, Qingling dies, but I can still Mimikyu an attack, and then Sylveon can't kill me. And then whenever Giratina comes in, I'll have a second Mimikyu ready to go to win. But we're going to have to land quite a bit of heads. Looking for a red card would be very nice right now. I mean, I could Professor's Research. Honestly, I think I need to Professor's Research and find a red card. Because if he finds a thing, Sylveon's gonna do enough damage to kill me, right? So that's gonna be the idea. We have to actually Professor's Research here. We did get the rare card, or red card, which was the rare card in our deck, because we only have 1. Take him down from 7 to 3, which is perfect. We're gonna have to land 1 heads. We're gonna have to land 1 heads without the help of Roll. Yes, we did land the heads. Nice. All right, Fairy Wind. Everything's working out perfectly. Because now we can Will next turn, and Sylveon will die. The most they can do is EV Bag, but I doubt they're running EV Bag in a Giratina, Sword Edge, Stone Edge, Hone Edge, Aegis Slash, whatever deck. Alright, so no healing happened. His Giratina still needs whatever energy to end up winning. Ooh, Acerola. Move the energy onto the active? That's going to be better than using Will, to be honest, because I can save my Will. Make it take the exact 40 damage. Boom. Heal up a little bit. And what's funny enough, that's not even my attack. Like, that's not my attack yet. I still get a chance to attack here, you know? And then mimic his ability. So I'm going to put energy on Mimikyu. Just at least 1. Flip. Ooh, no heads, but it's okay. Giratina cannot attack unless he uses Broken Space Bellow, right? But using Broken Space Bellow, I get a guaranteed roll. And once he kills Mimikyu, I can go to my other Mimikyu, which is already set up, to use the other will. Like, we are pretty much set right now, man. We are pretty much set. Let's go ahead and put energy here. We're gonna will. Imitate. Boom. Heads, baby. Chaotic Impact. So now, even if he tries to Mars us and we don't find our second will, or Mew has energy to attack for 20, he's going to take 20 when he attacks us and dies. I guess he's just going to opt for the death. Nice, man. I mean, I'm surprised that this Copycat deck is doing well. You know? I thought with only 2 wills, it wouldn't work out, but Acerola can replace that will if possible against that, like Sylveon, for example. Copycat. How's it going, unknown? So far, so good. Jirachi, I guess, does help out a little bit. I do think maybe having double Giant Cape would be better for us, because I can put a Giant Cape on Mute EX and Mimikyu. But red card definitely saved the day, not gonna lie, right? Red card, 100% saved the day. Alright, we got Chingling. We're going first. 2 in 6 chance we start with this, so 33%, I think. We only have 6 basic Pokemon. Starting with the Chingling is always good and fun. Just to shut down any item cards, and man oh man, do they got some items here with Dino and Hydreigon. Let's go ahead and Professors. Another Chingling would be nice in case they try to use a Sabrina or something. I'll still put Mimikyu down. I don't want them to like red card us just yet. Then we'll attack. Why not? Now we have to hope they don't Sabrina or Repel. Alright. Professors means no Sabrina. So we're A-okay. And another Chingling I could technically take advantage of. Do I need to is the question? I probably do. Realistically speaking. Ooh, a Giant Cape just to survive a Dino attack is kinda hilarious. I'm down to put another Chingling, don't get me wrong, but I think that's kind of funny. And I'm gonna just Jingly again. Like, yeah, sure, I could have just swapped to the other Chingling because he could Guzma here, but not a lot of people are running Guzma nowadays, believe it or not. Alright, he's got the other Professors. Now, if we could find a Rocky Helmet, that'd be sweet. Alright. So I am going to Copycat, I think, first, right? Let's Copycat. Let's copy all of his cards in hand. And then we'll find some Pokemon. Genome hacking. I'm gonna obviously swap to the Chingling because I want to keep attacking. It's just depending on who to put energy towards. You know what I mean? And I think the energy should probably go to, say, a Jirachi. I was gonna say Mute EX, and then we'll just red card him. So that's the play, right? Copycat first. Obviously, his hand is very thick with item cards. Then we Chingling again. I could have gone Mute EX. But with a Mimikyu and a Roll, that's technically the same, right? As a Mute EX. Just less HP. So he's got to look for a stage 1. So his May is going to help him out here in that regard. But if he doesn't evolve the front, then my Jirachi is ready to kill it. Oh. Okay, okay. Well played, well played. Alright, so now if I... There's no reason to attack the Dino, I don't think, right? With Jirachi. I guess I could. Rocky Helmet, Jirachi, attack it with Jirachi, and then they will Mega Absol in, which means that I'll have to Mimikyu Will after the fact. Seems like a good idea. Once Mega Absol is dead, we win the game. I think I'm down for that. No, I'm not down for that. Change of plan. We're still gonna Rocky Helmet the Jirachi. He's only got 2 cards in hand. I'm gonna Star Drop the Mega Absol because if he chooses somehow not to bring Absol in, right? Then I can Cyrus and get a first hit in, which will be very strong. Alright, Absol's going in, obviously. We did lose our will. We have 2 in the deck. 2 out of 5. 40% chance of finding it. Our Copycat wouldn't have done us any good. Alright, let's see. Do we find Will? Do we find Will? It's another Mimikyu. Uh-oh. We're not going to be able to build... Actually, I could technically build Mute EX up in time, right? 1 energy on Mute EX. And then I attack him with that 1 energy. Alright, let me stop and think. I attack with Mimikyu, 1 energy's on the back, I die. And then I put 2 energy and attack with 2 energy. He attacks me, but I live. And then I can genome hack, and I secure the win. That seems good. We'll definitely get there. Land heads, land heads. No! We needed the heads. Uh-oh. And they found their Hydreigon finally. Which is also an uh-oh. We needed to find Will. In all honesty, because if we had found Will, I would have put the other Mimikyu down. Cyrus. Well, I said there was no way we wouldn't find Will, but Will was at the bottom of our deck. 2 and 3. Perhaps we are cooked. Ditto would have won the game? Yeah, but what energy would we have thrown on Ditto? Because Ditto can only attack if you have the exact amount of energy. Right? So we'd have to run, obviously, Psychic Energy in this deck so Mimikyu can attack. Then we'd also have to throw in, like, other types of energy. We'd be running, like, triple energy. Maybe our Mimikyu would never get that energy to attack. That's the downside of running Ditto. Alright, we're going first. Let's just put down Chingling. Let's put down Mimikyu. Ooh, mirror matchup. However, I am going first, which means I get to use my item cards immediately. Item cards immediately. Oh, he already knows, bro. He's like, dang it. He gets to use his Pokeballs before I get to attack him and shut him down from items. Yeah, that's right. In a 1v1 Chingling versus Chingling, whoever goes first is the clear winner. Plus, we had Rocky Helmet, so the moment I attack him and take him to 20, he can't even attack us back. So, checkmate. Crazy, dude. Absolutely wild. All right, we're going second. We got Chingling against another Chingling. Oh, no. No, bro, the last game we had. No, now I'm feeling the other side of the mirror matchup. Oh, this absolutely sucks, bro. This absolutely sucks. I don't get to use my Pokeballs. I don't get to find out. I don't get to apply energy to anyone. Oh, this is awful, bro. And he's thinned his whole hand? Come on. What kind of a monster are you, bro? Hey, we got a Mimikyu anyways. Not bad. But still, this guy's a monster. I'm not gonna Copycat. I'm just gonna Jingly, and the next turn we'll attack with Mimikyu. Why not? Actually, is there a reason to attack with Mimikyu? I don't know. It's debatable. Yeah, I mean, that kind of hurts. Now we're both in like a little stalemate. Alright, they're building up Cursola. Not bad. And they are finally attacking. Nice. Alright. I can't imagine that their turns take forever to think about when they can't use any energy. Let's go ahead and Giant Cape this. Front Pokemon. I think I am going to Copycat this now. I'll go from 2 to 3. Sorry, Acerola. As much as I would like to keep you here. Another Chingling. Why not? Second energy. And let's attack. So now this Chingling in the front will guarantee die. Unless they decide to swap to their Cursola and evolve it. But I think it's a... No, it's a stage 1. It's a stage 1. So if they have a stage 1, they're able to go in. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they have a stage 1, so they're not able to go in. So now we are waiting. Nice. Alright, Chingling attacks. The opponent is taking quite a while to think about his turns here. I think we're gonna go Mew. Energy on the Mew. And we'll Copycat yet again. Go from 1 to 4. Not much else we can do, right? We got Rocky Helmets. We got Professors. I can't Professor yet. I'm going to switch over to the other Chingling. Still shut him down here. And icing on the cake, I'm honestly thinking we Rocky Helmet the Chingling. Why not? Oh yeah, I can't play rare. I can't play red card. So we'll just attack. Yeah, I don't think turns should take too long to think about on what to do, since you shut down item cards. It's going to be a couple of items. Like, most of your cards in hand you won't be able to play. One supporter per turn. Your bench is full. So it's either do you want to evolve or not. Sabrina. Now, this is something I'd have to think about. I'm going to have to go Mimikyu, because I think the evolved version of Galarian Cursola does 60 damage. I just recently played that deck. So if it is 60, then Galarian Cursola can't kill us, even if he evolves. But I can still attack back and use Will. Why not? And if anything, I can always just retreat. Go back to my Chingling. They got another Cursola. They're building up the Mimikyu, which means that they don't have the stage 1 on Galarian Cursola. Can finally use my item cards again, which feels nice. The question is, will I will an attack for 20? Probably not. So let's go ahead and retreat. Let's go Chingling. Let's put energy on Mew. Let's go ahead and Professor's Research, since we're not going to be using Will. Pokeball. I think that's the other Mimikyu. And let's attack. So Acerola. Okay, so I can move 20 damage next turn to the Cursola. right? Is essentially what this is saying. If he chooses not to evolve the front. He's gonna try to imitate to do a 10 damage attack to us. I kind of wish he did, because a 10 damage attack, that would have been good for us, technically speaking. All right, he conceded. I was gonna say, not much he could have done there. I think we just shut him down. I don't know. That was a very awkward match. All right, we're going second here. I've got to put Jirachi in, I think. And I'll put Mimikyu in the back. Ooh. That's bad. So the reason why it's bad is because I think Fanpy, when he evolves into a Donphan, he does 50 damage, right? So it's a stage 1. Doesn't need a rare candy or anything. If I put energy on Jirachi and attack the Manaphy or the Fanpy in the front, I could technically die with it. So I'm gonna have to energy on the back one single time and then end turn. It's crazy, right? It might not make much sense, but I have to not do that, yeah. Because then I'd lose all energy and he gets 50 damage guaranteed. And that would suck. That would suck. So, I think we made the right play. Jirachi, unfortunately, is out of here. Ooh. Ooh. And if they have a Lucario, we're kind of cooked on Mimikyu as well. We got to find a giant cape. Let's see. Got a Rocky helmet. I might as well just put the Rocky helmet on. Second energy. Let's go Will as well. So we'll only be able to do, what, 50 damage, I think? Yeah, because it says fighting energy. If it has at least two extra fighting energy. So even once I get to 3 energy, I'm still not going to be able to do the big 111 attack. I'm forever stuck doing 50, 50, 50. Which is unfortunate. But as long as he doesn't find Lucario here, you get to imitate one more time, which wouldn't be too bad. Ooh, wait, and we get to Acerola. Wait, this is actually very good. This is in our favor right now. Wait a minute. Mimikyu could take this guy down. Acerola. Damage him 40, heal us 40. We're still alive. Put another energy on that. Imitate if we can land heads here. Which we did land heads. Whoo, that's a big hit. Because now the only way he's going to be able to kill us is either finding his Lucario. Ah, he's got another Professors. Of course he's got another Professors. I don't even have my first. He's definitely got a Lucario now, right? 4 cards left. What are the odds he doesn't have Lucario? Pokemon.com. All right, his odds are increasing so much right now. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. We can still kill him with a Mimikyu. It just sucks that he won't have to put energy onto the front Donphan anymore. Womp, womp, womp. We could have gotten him there, man. If we didn't get so lucky with the Professor's research, we played that very well. All right, Chingling. Let's Copycat. Thin our hand as best as possible and find out what we can get. Whole lot of nothing. Nice. Take him with us, though. Take him with us. Honestly speaking, if we had Chingling in action earlier, he wouldn't have used Pokemon Com, which means he would not have found a Lucario. Then again, he would have just killed a Chingling, so I don't even know what I'm talking about right now, right? Either way, GG's to the opponent. We tried our very best with the hand we were dealt. Alas, not a single professor is in sight. Yeah, we tried. All right, we're going second. Real talk, maybe going second with Mimikyu in the front is the way if you have Acerola in hand. So we're gonna go second with Mimikyu and not Mew. Because we could definitely do some damage here, realistically speaking. I think I'm also gonna Giant Cape to keep Mimikyu alive as long as possible. I'll end turn in hopes that I can Acerola and then put down the Mew EX next turn. He's got a lot of cards. Copycat looks very nice. So guaranteed 30 damage to him, not me. A guaranteed 30 damage coming his way. And then I'll put Mew EX down. All right, landing heads would be very good. Nice, okay. Whew, 30 damage. And then next turn, questionable on what we do, but I think we Professors first. I mean, that's a lot of cards in his hand. We could technically just Copycat because we'll find a Professors again anyways. I think Copycat's going to be better here. He has 5 cards. We'll be drawing 3 new ones. $80 damage, but our Giant Cape kept us alive. Top decking another Acerola would be cool. We did not find the Acerola. Copycat won't get us there either. Let's Chingling down. Let's Copycat. And let's see what we got. 2 for 4. We got the Will. We got the Jirachi. We got the Pokeball. This might be another Mimikyu. Chingling, unfortunately, so we were gonna have to put energy on a Mew EX here, and we'll imitate. Not land heads, unfortunately. That's not good. I think I should have probably swapped from Mimikyu over to Chingling to attack, and then we could will this turn just to guarantee that we can do 80 damage. Yeah, no, we have to just keep going in on... Yeah, no, it's basically GG at this point. I can't even go with the other Mimikyu, sadly. Rocky Helmet, I don't think it's going to do us much. Because they'll heal 20, they'll go to 140 and come back down to 120. Yeah, we're not going to cook this guy. I think we're cooked. You liked playing Mimikyu with Togekiss? Used Mimikyu as a late game attacker. red card him. Professor's research. Don't see a way we come out on top here. $120 expected damage on Ndidi. Oh, we were doing so well, chat. We went 4-1. But now we're 4-3. The win-loss is going down. I don't know if this deck's actually that great or not, though. It's like a troll deck, if anything. Meme deck. Meme deck, maybe. I mean, it sounds fun for the most part. Alright, I mean, we're going second again. Let's see how this goes. Where are the baby Pokemon at? Jirachi used to be number 1. Where are the baby Pokemon? Entei. They're obviously not running Magby, Torchic. We do have a Cyrus in the deck, so I could always Star Drop, hit the Torchic. We haven't really had a chance to play Cyrus in such a while, so let's just see if this works out then. Got this. Let's go ahead and do that. Professor's is going to happen. Acerola can't be played, obviously, right now. We got the Chingling, so I could throw down the Mute EX. Chingling. And a Mimikyu. I think that's ideal. I don't know where the Giant Cape's going to go to just yet, so I'm just going to hold on to it for now. I might throw it on the Jirachi so I can keep attacking, because Entei won't be able to do 70 damage. Might throw it on the Mew EX? Who knows? Options, right? Legendary Pulse. Alright, so I think Giant Cape is officially going to my Jirachi. Now I can survive an Entei attack. Finish off the Torchic. Seems good. So now all we gotta do is kill one Entei and we're good to go, right? And with the Cyrus in the deck, it shouldn't be that bad because we can ignore any other future Torchics that come out. Jirachi living here is also very big. He's gonna get to 120 damage very soon, which makes me want to just swap to Mimikyu here. And I'm gonna put energy onto this and then end turn. Now the reason why I'm not using Will to imitate right now, because we only have 70 HP, I don't have double Giant Cape in the deck. I want to make sure we can... Oh, come on. That's honestly not fun, brother. I'll go Chingling because it lets me think about what I want to do. Obviously, I could Chingling attack and that'll stop his red... Or his, whatchamacallit, until I can find my red card. The idea was, because we have Acerola and he can't do 120 damage, only 60 is, he attacks our Mimikyu. I heal with Acerola to do 40 damage back to him. And then I can still Copycat. That was the idea. Now I think the new idea is going to be just thin my hand. Copycat. We're looking for a red card now. I'm gonna go Ace. I'm gonna go Mimikyu again. Still. Rocky Helmet. Put energy on Mew. And I'm not gonna attack. It sucks. Mainly because he'll be able to evolve here and swing in with Mega Blaziken. I think we could have technically pulled a win if I had Jirachi and hit the Entei. Because then I could have Cyrus the Entei and they'd be trapped on Entei, essentially speaking. Yeah, dude, Mew EX hasn't really done anything. I mean, there goes the red card, right? Way too late. On a scale of 1 to 10, how am I enjoying the Copycat deck? I was loving it at first. We went 4-1, absolute dominating. But now we are 4-4. And everything is rounded out, you know? Everything is rounded out. I'm not sure how much of a fan I am of the Copycat deck. All right, we're going first. Chingling and Jirachi. I'm ready to shut this. I'm ready to shut this Froakie down. All right. Professor's research. Mimikyu. I think we got a good lineup right now. We're missing just a Mewtwo, or a Mew EX rather, and then we're set. Yeah, Mew EX doesn't really get that much love in this deck. It seems like Mimikyu is the one that's going to shine the most, especially because we have Will and it's only 2 energy in order to guarantee we copy versus 3 on Mew EX. We do have more survivability on Mew EX, but it takes a little bit longer to actually build Mew EX up, unfortunately. So there is that. All right. No evolution just yet, thankfully. Let's go ahead and Copycat. Goodbye, Will. Hello, Will. Let's be real. We're not going to use Mew EX on this game, are we? I should just put the other Chingling down right now. We'll see, though. This right now is shutting the Froakie, which is good, because I'm pretty sure he has some evolutions in hand. All right, Frogadier. Frogadier. Energy on Jirachi for the star drop. We'll save the Will. I don't think we've done enough damage, unfortunately. We've done 30 plus. Yeah, if he goes into a Greninja non-EX, he's still gonna have 70 HP, I think. 90 because of Giant Cape. I forgot about Giant Cape. Whew. Yeah, and our Mimikyu does not kill. This game, I think, is already done. So close still, right? That giant cape makes all the difference, but we didn't flip heads anyways. So close. Yeah, this deck I don't think is it. I'll do one more game. 4 and 5. Not the greatest deck. All right, we're going first. I guess I might as well just Jirachi in the front and then Mimikyu in... Whatever, sure. I guess I should have Mimikyu'd in the front because we have Acerola. Right? That would have made more sense because I could have Mimikyu'd with Rocky Helmet. All right, we are going second. Ah, okay. If only this was ranked mode. All right, we are going second. Chingling, Mimikyu, Rocky Helmet, Copycat. This is perfect. Dang, all we're missing is a Jirachi, in all honesty, which is still possible. Still possible we can Copycat into a Jirachi. His hand is massive right now. Okay. I'm gonna thin my hand as best as possible. Rocky Helmet. Mute EX, why not? I gotta save one spot for the Jirachi. Let's go ahead and Copycat. Jirachi, 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 Jirachi. There it is. There she goes. Retreat, Jirachi, energy, red card. Get those 5 cards back down to 3, partner. Star drop the Mance Hike. Get him out of here. Absolutely punishing. Now, Mega Pidgeot EX needs 3 energy to attack, right? It's got 1. Gives me enough time to build up a Mimikyu, I think. Meanwhile, I can just keep attacking the Pidgey in the front if I really need to. Plus, it's a stage 2, actually. Mega Pidgeot's a stage 2, so theoretically speaking, I could just keep using Chingling and prevent rare candies. Now, the odds of him having rare candy right now, very, very, very slim. Because he needs 2 cards, rare candy and Mega Pidgeot. So, would I, hypothetically, switch in Chingling? Not right now. I think we'll still just go in with Mega Pidgeot and just attack. He's gonna Copycat. Ooh, that's bad. Now we have to start using Chingling, I think. Ooh, too late, too late, too late. A little bit of greed. All right, well, fun's over now, chat. Fun is officially over. Maybe I should have just Chinglinged it to be super safe. I could have killed the Pidgey with the Jirachi, but I don't have a Sabrina in the deck, so we'd never be able to fight that Manaphy. So I want to go Chingling just to make him take 20 damage back on the Rocky Helmet. And then 2 hits from him and he should die. Rocky Helmet. So 2 more hits and he's out of here. So he's landed 1 heads on us, right? Let's see what Mimikyu can work up. Let's see if Mimikyu can do it better. Alright, Mimikyu will to guarantee a heads. That's the first heads we got to get through. That's the guaranteed. Now, I don't think Will's going to work towards the second heads, the Giant Twister. Yeah, Will's not effective here. So this is all us. 1, 2, 3. That's all us. No Will needed. Will walked us through the first steps. Woo! Well, we are doing the walking after that. Mega Pidgeot versus Mimikyu. Mimikyu does it better. Now, he could have another rare candy, Mega Pidgeot, but it looks like he does not. And even if he did, he needs to put 1 energy on the Mega Pidgeot in the front, which means he doesn't have 3 energy for the one on the back. That did some serious damage. That is crazy, bro. It would have been nice if Will worked for both flips, but I guess too overpowered if you're using it for copy decks. That's like one of the rare times you will double flip, right? I guess. Actually, no, because you could flip with an item and then flip with the Pokemon attack, so it would be too overpowered any other way. All right, so this is the Copycat deck. Just like the name states, this is the copy deck where we have Pokemon who can copy abilities. We're running double Mimikyu, double Chingling, 1 Jirachi, 1 Mew EX, 6 basic Pokemon with 2 Pokeballs. 1 Giant Cape, try and keep our Chingling. It's just for survivability on whoever you want it. Mimikyu, Mew EX, Jirachi, Chingling. We've been swapping it around, so on and so forth. Rocky Helmet for the active Pokemon that you're attacking with so they can take more damage. Acerolas, because if you have Mimikyu in the front, you can negate some of that damage and put it back to the opponent while also imitating their attack. It's just basically extra damage, which is nice, and survivability for your Mimikyu. Will to guarantee the head flips, so we can actually imitate for 2 energy, which makes it slightly better than Mew, but you do need to have that Will in hand to actually make it work. Copycat for whenever we thin our hand, we'll be able to Copycat and refill it back up. Professors and Osiris, because we're not going to be doing much damage to one-shot a Pokemon, or one-shot a Pokemon, and then red card for hand disruption. Now, out of all the games we've played, I'll be honest, we didn't really use Mew a whole lot. 3 energy is just too much to try and build up to, realistically speaking, even when we did have double energy advantage. Most of the time, I'm just building a Mimikyu and then attacking with Jirachi, and then we just can't really build Mew EX quick enough because of the current meta and how fast it is. However, for the sake of the copycat nature of the deck, we had to throw him in and we had to include him because there's not that many Pokemon that can copy other Pokemon abilities. Now, with that being said, there is a Ditto, and I chose not to copy and use Ditto because it says choose one of your opponent's attacks and use it as this attack. If this Pokemon doesn't have the necessary energy to use that attack, this attack does nothing. Now, apparently, I think Ditto needs the specific energy. So if you want to copy, say, a Mega Absol attack, you need Dark Energy. If you want to copy, say, a Mega Blaziken attack, you need Fire Energy. So I would have to go and change my deck energy to Fire, Dark, and Psychic, just for the off chance of running into a Dark deck or a Fire deck so I can copy Mega Blaziken attacks with Ditto, or Mega Absol attacks with Dark Energy. But by putting 3 energy, I have a less chance of actually being able to attack with Jirachi for Psychic Energy to shut down baby Pokemon, and attacking with Mimikyu, imitating anything for just Psychic Energy. So Ditto just seems a little bit worse than Mimikyu. Yes, it's 1 energy to get it going, but you need the certain specific type of energy, color, or variant, elemental type, right? So keep that in mind, which is why I didn't want to throw Ditto in here unless I was running Ditto with just pure Psychic Energy. Then that would make more sense. Or if I was running Ditto in a different deck where all the Pokemon are colorless Pokemon, it doesn't really matter what energy I can kind of pick and choose. So I think Mimikyu, same HP, 1 extra energy more, and will gonna be better than Ditto. But that is the Copycat deck. Not the greatest, obviously. It's a meme deck. It's a fun deck, sure. Consider it like a challenge deck if you want. It's not going to be meta. It's not going to take home win streaks, ranked mode wins. But I guess a fun deck if you want to try it out. The deck is kind of stressful to play, though. Way too stressful to play. Still don't have a Chandelure yet, fortunately. Let me see. I'm gonna cancel this guy's response. I'll get back to him if he still wants it. I just want to see if anyone else has trainer Pokemon. You know what I mean? I mean, he does want some, but I only have 2s. Ditto would be a perfect in a Psychic deck because you only need Psychic deck to... Yeah. But then again, you would only be able to use Ditto... With that information, you would only be able to use Ditto against Psychic decks. Because I think you need Psychic Energy to actually attack a Psychic Pokemon and copy their ability. So usually I don't like to try and trade cards unless they are 1-star or higher, since you could always just share the smaller cards, right? Makes sense. However, I think when it comes to, say, When it comes to, say, the reverse hollows, I think that's something worth trading. This guy wants Pikachu EX. I think I tried giving him a Shining Revelry Pikachu, but I don't think he had anything on my wish list, so he wasn't able to actually trade me anything. Most of the time when I see people on the trade list, by the way, or the share list, so I've shared with quite a bit of people, right? And usually what I do whenever I see someone that needs a share, I check their profile first. I see their wish list, I see what cards I have extra copies of, and I just share them if I have like an abundance, right? You know, I've given a lot of reverse hollows away. Some EXs from the new expansion packs and stuff like that. But you know what sucks? I'm not expecting them to share back, but I did have someone share me a card that I had like 30 of already. I think because they just wanted to share for the sake of sharing. But I feel like if you ever do want to share with one of your friends, chat, keep in mind, you can always share, check their profile, and see what cards they have. Like my first lineup is this: 1 diamond, 2 diamond, 3 diamond. Because if you're gonna share, I'd rather just have a card that I would need for completion, because you're only able to receive 1 single share a day, if that makes sense. So if player 1 shares with me, player 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so on and so forth, they will never be able to share until the next day. So it basically wastes a share for someone, which is why, since I know how valuable that is for some people on wanting to receive cards, I will literally only share with people if I know they need a card. Like Mag Mortar, this is on his share list, right? His wish list. So I'll type in, okay, Mag Mortar, see if I have it. Oh, I see a Togekiss is on his share list. Mag Mortar, I have 10 copies of. I'm like, all right, I will share you a Mag Mortar. I'm not expecting him to share back with anything, but if anyone did end up sharing, try to make it something I need, because that would help, I guess, right? I think someone already sent you a share. Ryan, let me know what your username is. I tried sharing you the Greninja EX the other day, but I think someone already sent you a share, which meant that I wasn't able to send you one. Because your name is Majesto, right? Friend has received their limit for receiving shares. Is that you, Majesto? So I can't send you one. Someone's too quick sending you the share. Someone's way too quick. Alright, I'm gonna see. Do I have any trainers I can give someone? Trying to see if anyone is looking for a Cynthia. This guy was on a day ago. He says he wants a Fantina, so I tried giving him a Fantina, but he hasn't been on since a while. And I think out of all the people right now, some are in trades. Don't think anyone needs a Cynthia. You open up so many packs, no Blaziken. Yeah, you can send me your friend request if you want. I think my friends list might be full though. Maybe. Still company, nothing. No Cynthias are needed right now. You only share whatever's on the list. You don't do PvP, so you just need one copy. Do I share like that every day or when I'm streaming? I share when I'm offline. So I try to share every day when I'm offline. I just scroll through the share list and see what people need. But I think I'm going to stop trying to share holos with people. Because I have a lot of holos I'm trying to complete. I have a couple of holos, like 12 holos. Or 12 reverse holos, I think. From the deluxe pack. So I think I'm going to start trading those as well. I'm also missing like very small amounts. Like 1 Mega Blaziken. 1 Mega Gyarados. But I've handed out quite a bit of the new set. I've handed out a lot of like Mega Ampharos and stuff like that to people. Alright, I'm trying to find that trade partner. No Blaziken Mega? Yeah, I got 1 Mega Blaziken, so I can't help you out there, Tony. I too am looking for another Mega Blaziken. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead, Snow. I'll hit this guy up again. He's been offline for a little bit. Last online 1 day ago. I'll just hit him up again for the Fantina. It says he wants it. We'll see if he has anything for it. If not, we'll change up our trades. What am I looking for? I'm not looking for anything in particular. I'm just trying to complete stuff that's on my wish list here. Friend ID's up there, top right, top right. Got your Gyarados right away. Yeah, we're just trying to complete the card decks. There's also another way, another fun way that you can actually share if you guys want. If you go down here, if you guys are looking for sharing with friends and you don't want to like give them the wrong thing by mistake, if you click on share, you can always see cards not registered in the cards share decks. All of these cards here are not registered in this cards share decks. It might not be on their wish list, but it's cards that they don't have, I think, right? And then right here when it says cards you can share, those are cards they already have, I think. So these cards here, this top little pool, cards that are not registered in their share decks for Mega Rising only. If I view other booster packs, you can see this. They have 164 out of 226. If I go to A series, you can see if it doesn't have a blue icon or a blue text symbol, that means they don't have it completed, right? Blue means done, so done, and they're still missing a lot. So if I wanted to give them cards from like say Eevee Grove, look. Eevee Grove. This guy's at 68 out of 69. Almost done with the whole set. All I gotta do is go to Eevee Grove. It'll say this is the last card he needs. Cards not registered. And then cards not shared. I can be like, alright, boom. There you go. Hooked you up. Let you finish Eevee Grove. You're good to go. So if you don't have anything on their friends list, or on their wish list rather, don't feel too bad. You're at least still giving them something new, and something new is still better. So looking at this, they're still missing 226 of Mega Rising, A series. They're missing quite a bit from all the other expansions. I can still help them out with something else if I wanted to, stuff like that. But yeah, just to keep that in mind, you know. I'll give this guy a Mega Altaria. I think that's my last one, though. This guy needed a Paldean Clodsire. And that was the only thing on his wish list. Send him one. I gotta stop sharing EXs though, because there are some EXs that I kind of want. You know what I mean? There are a lot of EXs I still need. I want another Whimsicott. I want another Mega Blaziken. I want another Mega Gyarados. And that's pretty much it though. Alright, let me see. Plastical, is that you? What was your username? What was your username, Lee? This guy's level 60. That means he opens up a lot of packs. 51,000. I don't have anything on his wish list, however, so I can't help him out. He's got a bunch of gold cards on the wish list. That is wild, man. I kind of want to add him, just because. Just sent a friend request? What's your name, Orlando? What's your username? Send you a Rapidash later. I mean, if you're added, just put it on your wish list. I go through the wish list every day just to check to see what people need. Potato, is that you, Ryan? I can't tell. Potato, are you the one that needs a Greninja? Ryan Tan, you gotta let me know what your username is. If it's Potato, I can trade you right now with it. Or just share it. Cayman Rider? Oh, man. I got bad news. I don't think I see you on the list. OG Gamer, I got you. Retro, I got you. Not? Alright, hold on, I'll check. Chat, what Pokemon is that? Garchomp, right? Let me see. Cayman Rider, let me try and find you. If not... Oh, you're Potato? I see you, Potato. I see you in the chat. I'll hook you up with the Greninja. I only have one extra Greninja though, and I did promise Cayman Rider I'd send him one. The thing is, I never see him when I'm scrolling through, which means that someone already sent you a trade or a thing for the day. Yeah, Cayman Rider, I never see you on the share. I'll send you a trade if you want. Someone sent you a share for the day, which means I can't share with you. So I can send you a trade. Yeah, I see you. Alright, I'll send you a trade for the Greninja. If possible, if you have a Mega Blaziken. If you have a Mega Blaziken or a Whimsicott. Or a Mega Gyarados, I'm down for that. If not, it's whatever. You can just trade me anything else you have. But I'm looking for Whimsicott, Blaziken, and Gyarados. I think I don't have 2 copies of those. Luigi. You can have favorite friends as well to find them quickly. Oh yeah, true. Yo, send me a request, Power Fist. might have slots, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We normally try to send stuff to everyone, if possible, whenever I see something on, because people's wish list is always updating. Polytoad, I only have 4 of these. I'll trade one. Now we haven't done a lot of shares. We've done a couple of shares. We've done 86 total shares, but we try to make sure we can share at least something that someone needs. Now right now I only have this on my wish list. I need to update it for the other stuff. I think I try to update my my wish list depending on what kind of trade I'm doing at the given time. What's the friend ID? I'll show it. All right, let's see. I also have to make sure I remove anyone who's inactive here. 4 days, 7 days. Oh man. Can't tell if these guys are active or not, though. All right, if you do add me, just tell me that you've added me, and let me know what username. Wait, how many? Nice. Is there any card you need? Let me see. Yeah, is there any card you need? Manchu? Hold on, I'll send you the user here. Do I care about card language? Nah, I don't care. All right, this will be the last trade I do for the day, because I can't. The limit on trading is very critical, I guess. Send whatever. All right. The limit on trading is very critical, sadly. It's 1 trade per day, pretty much. One trade per day. All right, so I think I will. I don't know who just added me. Yeah, if you just added me, just tell me you did and then type your username, the in-game username, and I can get you quickly added. I'm not sure who just added me. The little notification thing went away. How do I have so much shine dust? I opened up quite a bit of packs. You just did Dolvin? I don't see Dolvin on the list here, though. Yeah, I don't see you. Unless I already added you. Oh, I see you, Okay, I think that was it then. Cyborg. And that was it? Alright, anyways, I'll be checking offline as well, chat. I see another new one. Sino, let me try and get you in. Sino, I see you. Alright. Anywho, chat. That is gonna be it. Yeah, we'll make an Aegis Slash deck next time. I think there's a couple of deck ideas we can do with either the baby Pokemon or with the Sweets Relay Pokemon, something like that. We'll try and make something happen. Yeah, we're low on stamina. I'm sending out one more trade. This was the original trade I was trying to do. This was the original trade I was trying to do with, whatchamacallit. He's been offline for a day, but I want him to try and log in today to see the trade. But if I don't see him today, I'll just try and trade with someone else. But for the people I just added, make sure you update your wish list. Trade offer received. I can't take it right now, Primex. I appreciate the Mega Blaziken though. My trade stamina is all gone, pretty much. But I do appreciate it. I gotta wait like a day for the trade stamina to come back. Because there is a guy that I was originally trying to trade his Fantina for. But for the people I just added, try to update your wish list. Try to update your wish list for your share, and I will most likely be sending you I'll most likely be sending you whatever is on your wish list. Assuming that I can't actually share it. I can't share 2 stars. But yeah, just update your wish list. I'll be sending that offline later today. But other than that, I'm wrapping it up. Our Shine Dust, 1.9. We've dropped a little bit. We've opened up 34 or 40,000 cards. That's the reason why we have so much Shine Dust. But the Shine Dust goes down very quickly when you're trading. It drops drastically. But yeah, chat, thank you guys for hanging out and being here. Much love, all of that good stuff. I will be on again tomorrow. Wait, tomorrow's Sunday, right? Tomorrow's day off. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to be on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, usually my day off, so I might just relax and chill. If anything, Tuesday seems like the given day that we'll start things back up next week for Pokemon Pocket. So you guys take care of yourselves, enjoy the weekend, stay safe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for hanging. Can I give you a Cyrus full art? I only have 2 Cyrus full art, unfortunately. And some decks do want double Cyrus full art, so I can't trade. I don't usually trade unless I have at least 3 copies, you know? So I try to get 2 of everything. And the only 2-star trainers that I have 3 of that I can trade is a Leaf, a Cynthia. I have 3 Leafs, 3 Cynthias. I got 3 berries. I can trade a berry. And I got an extra Fantina, but I'm already sending the trade. So technically I don't have an extra Fantina unless the other guy doesn't want to trade. So yeah, it's a berry, a Cynthia, and a Leaf for now. In terms of trainers, I have a lot of other Pokemon too. All right, I'll catch you guys next time.